Welcome, welcome, welcome again to every single person on this call. I am Sarah Julian, the Sassy Entrepreneur, your presenter for tonight. And tonight we're going to talk about the new arm of SCF called FSP. SCF has, created a foundation, and we are now doing something called donations for a hackathon. Let's look at the SCF group holding structure. Now, many blockchains have structures such as these, which enables them to just be able to receive the massive amount of funds moving in and out of the ecosystem without having to suffer high taxation. So, of course, if you've been in SCF for any amount of time, you would have seen this slide before, which shows the holding structure of SCF. So, of course, you have the SCF International Holding Company, and they have three arms, which is SCF Technology, which is what we have been using before, SCF Technology and SCF Investment Management. This is what we've been using previously. And now they have introduced the SCF Foundation, right? And utilizing this to move forward into the next phase of this blockchain development. So why donations? Now, the donations which we are now doing inside of the system, this is to aid with, first of all, decentralization, better evolution, taxation, as I mentioned before, research and development, educating the company, and of course, the new hackathon drive that is about to kick off. Now, the SCF Foundation was registered in the Cayman Islands, and it prioritizes social responsibility, gives back to society through charitable donations and community engagement, and it will continue to support education and philanthropic initiatives to promote the adoption of blockchain technology and advance social welfare, right? That is the mission of the SCF Foundation. And foundations is not something that is new in the crypto world, right? It's not new in the crypto world. Bitcoin has a foundation, as you can see, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, Stellar, and so many other crypto blockchains in this space have foundations and utilize that in order for them to be able to operate inside of the crypto world. You know, Uncle Sam is always wanting to get a piece of their pie. Just the other day, there was a announcement made that anytime you receive over 10,000 US dollars or more value of cryptocurrency, the IRS wants you to report that. And if you don't report it, you can be facing jail time. This is how serious these guys are getting. This is how much they want a piece of your money, right? And so foundations, blockchain have created foundations to help and aid with the smoothness of transactions and all of that, taxation and all of that over the years, based on the governmental restrictions that have been trying to be laid out. So as you can see, Bitcoin has a foundation, Ethereum as well has a foundation, so you can go ahead and look into those, right? Litecoin has a foundation and all of that. Now, what is a hackathon? A hackathon is basically an event where experts come together, they engage in rapid and collaborative engineering over 24 to 48 hours, right? So basically, when they come together, they are troubleshooting any type of issues that the blockchain might have or that company in particular may have, and find rapid solutions to these issues to allow for that company or for that blockchain to rapidly progress. Now, there's been many companies worldwide who have done hackathons. I mean, Louis Vuitton, Amazon, Huawei, Samsung, McDonald's, eBay, Google, so many of them, right? Banks, Visa, Airbus, MasterCard, name them, KLM, okay? As you can see, there are so many well-known companies all around the world who do hackathons. And of course, hackathons are also done in the crypto world as well, right? BNB did one, Ethereum, Tron, and Solana as well did a hackathon, right? In order to help them to rapidly fix any issues that they may be having inside of their ecosystem. Okay, now co-hosts, please pay attention to the persons coming in so you can get them in. Okay, so the SCF Hackathon is a dedicated fund for the ecological incubation of the SCF public chain. This fund plans to organize a series of global hackathon conferences and events to incubate more innovative, more practical projects, more projects that we can benefit from, right? They aim to establish SCF Public Chain as one of the world's third largest financial public chain, which is a big goal by itself, right? And of course, will require massive funds to do that. So what is FSP and what is the value of FSP? Now, of course, we know that SCF is supposed to be a dual blockchain, of which SCF chain is the first chain, then FSP will be the second chain. Okay, it will be on top of the SCF chain. Now, FSP will also be the main coin for Finswap, the cross-chain asset exchange. And why is because this has been singled out as the most profitable part of the ecosystem of all of the applications that have been released so far. Of course, we are remaining to see FinBill, FinX. We've already seen FinBox that has been launched, right? Where we have yet to see FinSBT, but we've also seen FUSD and FinSol. So these are the four that has been launched so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, FinSwap, FinSol, FUSD, and FinBox so far, right? But of all of these four, the most profitable, and of course FinPay as well. FinPay as well has been released, although mainly to businesses all over the world, banking systems and all of that using FinPay. But of all of these, Finswap has clocked the largest profit since they have been launched, right? This has generated the most profit, and it is one of the best parts of the ecosystem. Okay, now Finswap, of course, is a cross-chain asset exchange, which means that you will be able to swap any currency for each other. Bitcoin for USDT, USDT for BNB, BNB for Ethereum, Ethereum for Bitcoin, and so forth. And with a TPS or speed of 80,000 transactions per second, the enhanced capital efficiency and the lower fees that is going to come with the launch of Finswap, you know, this is going to poise Finswap to be one of the most popular DEXs in the crypto space, right? And the FSP is basically going to be the native coin of FSP, of Finswap, okay? So Finswap has, of course, cross-chain liquidity revolution, which is what I just spoke about, being able to swap any coin for another. That is very novel in this space. High throughput, meaning that 80,000 transactions per second. This is really fast. This is faster than BNB. This is faster than Tron. This is faster than Solana and a whole lot of other blockchains out there. Reduce slippage and risk, so cheaper fees and all of that. And of course, they will be solving revenue challenges. So the reason why they have decided to go with Finswap is, of course, big revenue profit, like I mentioned before, easy adoption, fast time to market because the infrastructure is already there. They're just basically making tweaks for the FSP. And of course, timing, because we are now entering the crypto bull run. Okay. And the crypto bull run, this is a very significant time to make a lot of money in the crypto space. So if we look at Binance, for example, they have a daily trading volume of $10 billion. They have over 150 million users and started in July 2017. Uniswap, a transaction volume of over $1 billion, okay? Users, they have 30 million users and they started since November 2018. Now let's take a look at Finswap. Finswap has a user base of over 61 million users, okay? And if only 1% activate, which is 610 active users, 610,000, they would have reached their goal. But guess what? They have already surpassed that goal. Over 1 million people in FSP, in SCF has purchased their FSP. All right. Now, when we look at Binance, the first year users, there was 1.5 million users, right? First year, 1.5 million users, as compared to Finswap or SCF, which made over 61 million users in about a year and a half. That is huge. And if Binance could do such numbers, with just 1.5 million users, what do you think we can do? Take a look at this image here, right? This is Binance Coin, BNB, as we all know it. It launched on the 19th of October 2017 at 3 cents. $100 would have gotten you 3,333 coins, right? $500 would have gotten you 16,665 coins, and 1,000 would have gotten you 33,330 coins, right? And fast track, by May 3rd, 2021, BNB did a all-time high of $677, right? And these persons, whether you bought 100, 500, or 1,000, you just became a millionaire. That $100 turned into 2.2 million. That 500 turned into 11.2 million. That 1,000 turned to over 22 million. A lot of people saw the opportunity, they ignored it. Some even saw it as a scam project. Some people laughed. I remember that time. Some people actually laughed. They were in forums talking about, how BNB is a scam, or that thing will never go anywhere, blah, 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 blah. They were chatting, right? And 3 years later, skyrocketed to $677.47 per coin, making multiple millionaires. This is the type of opportunity that we are looking at right now when it comes to the FSP, right? This is what we are looking at. So what are the benefits of holding FSP? First of all, whenever you make a donation and you get some FSP, so when you make a donation, you get FSP as, you get an FSP as a gift for your donation, and those FSPs you earn from transaction fees of 0.3% to 100% daily. So you earn dividends on that every single day. So for example, I activated my account about a month now. I activated my account. I have about 2,000 FSP in that account. And so far in that month, I have generated about $177 in dividends, right? This is just, passive money that is being made from my donation. Okay. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. You also get to participate in the incentive program. You get voting rights on Finswap, right? Like a DAO system. You also will be able to get an airdrop from new listing to Finswap DEX. Now, when you also donate, you also activate your account and allow for you to be able to receive commissions from your team as well, from persons who are actually deciding to do their donation. Now, the FSP is going to be used for paying or trading fees in Finswap, is going to be used for gas fees in future, and could be used as gas fees for SCF as well. There are going to be deflationary features. So this is one of the features that's going to allow the coin to really rise and rise very fast, is that 10% of all the donations is going to be used to buy back FSP and then burn it. So when we talk about burning a coin, it's basically removing that amount of coins from circulation forever, thus driving the price upwards, right? That's what burning is. So the FSP burn, that's part of the deflationary features, and also a linear release. So for example, if you have 5,000 FSP, once the FSP launches, then every single day some FSP coins are going to be released to you, similar to how your mines work, right? So that's going to be released to you every day in order to allow you to either cash out, or you can decide to hold on to your FSP tokens until later when the price goes to, you know, your target price, whether you're wanting to hold it till it's at $10, $20, $100, 200, 300, 5, 1,000, right? It all depends on you. So, you know, let's look at a comparison, another comparison here with a different coin. So this is the Filecoin. Okay, now Filecoin, that particular coin, its utility is similar to what you call that, your OneDrive or your Dropbox, but it is crypto based, where you are able to store all your crypto information and all of that stuff. Now, early investors, they were able to get in at 75 cents per Filecoin. Okay, and once this coin launched, they made over 300x in profit, right? It did a high of $245 per coin. So I like to show the numbers sometimes just so we can understand what we are looking at. So let's say, for example, you bought Filecoin at 75 cents per coin. Let's say you maybe had 1,000 coins. So that means you spent $750 buying these coins. You bought $750 worth of coins, and then you had 300 times profit. So you just turned $750 into $225,000. Was it worth it? I definitely think it was, right? Absolutely, positively. And this is the type of opportunity that we are looking at here with the FSP. So we are in a very, very unique time. And in crypto, timing and positioning is very, very important, because timing and positioning can allow for you to take advantage of opportunities that others did not get, right? For example, if you had bought Bitcoin when it was at 10 cents, you would have been poised to earn big in all of the bull runs, right? If you had held your Bitcoin till it got to 64,000, you would be a multi-billionaire. If you even just had $100 worth of coins, $1,000 worth of coins. There are people who, you know, just like BNB, they laughed at the project You know, they took it for granted, like this guy who had 10,000 Bitcoins, and he literally used those Bitcoins to buy 2 pizzas. Can I tell you, that is a very expensive pizza. 10,000 Bitcoins. He would have been over $6.5 billion in profits if he had just held those Bitcoins. But he did an interview, and when they asked him how he felt about it, he said that he, felt like he would love for the earth to just open and swallow him up because he made such a huge mistake at that point in time. But obviously, we're not going to make the same mistake, right? Bitcoin has passed. Yeah, Bitcoin is going to go on another run. And to be honest, Bitcoin can only do maybe an additional 2x or maybe an additional 3x. That's not a lot of profit. So when looking to profit in the crypto space, where you need to look is always at lower market cap coins, which are very cheap, so that you can achieve 10x, 20, 30, 100x, 200x, 300x, 1000x, right? And usually this happens during the Bitcoin halving season, which is what we are approaching right now. But there are so many other things that are happening in the world that we may start seeing huge movements in the market from as soon as the end of this month. And I'm saying that lightly, but even now we're seeing Bitcoin is moving higher and higher every day. So let's take a look at this chart here, right? In 2011, Bitcoin was at $2.54, right? Right after the halving, what happened? Boom, Bitcoin went to $1,000. Okay, then it retraced, which the market is wont to do. That's what the market does. The market, it moves, then it rests. It moves, then it rests. That's what the market does, whether it's crypto, whether it's forex, whether it's stocks. It never goes all the way up in a straight line or all the way down in a straight line. It just doesn't happen. So it retraced down to 269.68. Halving came around, boom, it went to $2,506. It dipped again, right? Then boom, it went to 7,035. It dipped again. And then boom, it went all the way up to $64,000. And every single time this huge impulsive move happens, that is when? During the Bitcoin halving. And basically, we are approaching the Bitcoin halving right now. It's going to be happening between March and April, right? This is when the halving is going to be happening. And we want to be poised for that huge movement, because when Bitcoin moves, every other cryptocurrency, especially small cap coins, make tremendous moves. We're talking about 300x, 500x, 1000x, 2000x, 4000x, right? Over and over and over again, it happens. So right now we have the Bitcoin fourth halving happening. Ethereum is also having its third halving around the exact same time. So this is 2 events happening at the exact same time. And of course, we have the metaverse, GameFi, NFTs, DeFi, tokenization of assets, all of these coming into play all at the same time. So SCF has the community, over 61 million users. They have the timing, Bitcoin halving, Ethereum halving, all of this coming into play, world events happening right now that will cause a move in the market. And they have the tokenomics, the deflationary features that will allow for the coin to rise at a meteoric rate, right? And, this is not the first time we've seen this in this space. But of course, in this case, this actually poises the FSP to be one of the most explosive coins for 2024. How high will it go? We don't know. We don't know. But we are looking forward to seeing exactly what happens in the next 2 months. And of course, the linear release, That's going to help a lot because that will make sure that the market is not flooded with FSP. Not to mention only 5 billion, because the full supply of FSP is 10 billion, and only 5 billion have been released to the community in the first month of the FSP donation starting. Over 1 billion of those coins were already bought, right? And right now we're probably somewhere around the last 2 billion points. So when we say that the supply is limited, it is very, very limited. So you need to get your coins ASAP to make sure you are positioned for this bull run. Now, if the highest peak of FSP is $300, and let's say you have 1,000 FSP, that means that your FSP could bring you back an earning of over $300,000, right? And holding your FSP will also start earning you dividends daily. As I mentioned earlier, it will also earn you dividends daily, and you'll be eligible for other Finswap benefits. So, guys, this is the value of FSP. This is the value of FSP. Now, let's quickly consider our risk to reward, right? Whenever we are making any type of investment, the first thing we have to think about is our risk to reward ratio. What are we willing to risk in order for us to get a certain reward? Okay, now, guys, it's very, very important that you note this and keep this as a rule whenever you are investing or making any type of investment in anything at all, whether it is in crypto, whether it is in Forex, whether it is in real estate, whether it is on stock market, whatever it is, every single investment, there is a certain amount of risk, right? But the first thing you have to ask is, what can I afford to lose? Do not go mortgaging your house. Do not go taking loans, right? And all of that stuff. Don't do that. Use your house money. Use money that when you think about it, okay, you can afford to lose it. If you lost it, you're not going to be stressed out about it. That's the first thing. Okay, so if you put in $1,000, can you afford to lose that, right? And what will be your risk? So you risk that $1,000. Can you make $2,000 on that thousand? Can you make 5,000, 10,000, 100,000? Just as we looked at earlier, 1,000 USDT will get you 1,000 FSP at the current rate of $1. If FSP does $300, that 1,000 just became 300,000, right? Are you willing to risk 1,000 to make 300,000, right? That is the question. How long the project can last for? Okay, the project can last for a very long time, and it has already been lasting for a long time. Is it easy to duplicate? How much time needed to commit? Worth spending time, right? What's the projected income after a week, a month, 3 months? Is there any potential to make $1 million? There is huge potential to make over $1 million in this particular opportunity here. Now, in the marketing plan, you can earn up to 80%, excuse me, you can earn up to 80% commissions, right? Which is higher than any product company. That's the first thing. You have fast payment every 2 a.m. Singapore time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Central time. You get paid, right, in USDT and also in FUSD that you can withdraw and use. Easy to duplicate. Start with a 2x2 referral duplication system. So just like how it was before, you only need 2 legs to really advance through the system. No overpaying a long-term marketing plan. So this particular plan is based on incoming sales on any given day, right? So the company does not overpay, which is one of the issues that they were facing previously. So first of all, in this plan, you get a direct and indirect referral reward. So on your directs, which is your first line persons who are directly referred to you, you earn 30% of whatever is donated, right? Second line, 5%, third, 4%, fourth, 3%, fourth, fifth line, 2%, sorry, right? 1% going all the way down 20 levels. So every time one of your directs activate or you sign up anyone directly, okay, you are able to earn from your first level all the way down 20 levels with a total payout of 59%. And then there's an additional percentage that you earn when you are at a rank. So GM, you earn 4%, VP 8%, SVP 12%, ED 16%, MD 20%. And now there's a new rank called GP, which is 21%. So there's no longer MD plus, or plus, right? And this adds up to an additional percentages, making the comp plan payout over or up to 80%, right? There is also a quota, so normal subscribers can earn up to 3 times whatever the amount they donate. So for example, if you had 500, right, you can earn up to 1,500 in earnings, right? If you're a GM, 4 times, VP 5 times, SVP 6 times, going all the way down to GP, which is 9 times. All right. So of course, you can earn massively from this marketing system on a daily basis, right? You can earn massively from this system on a daily basis. Now, once your levels are fulfilled, you do have potential to earn up to 10,486,500 in a perfect scenario, right? If you use the 2x2 matrix structure, that is, you have 2, then you 2 each get 2, and so on and so forth, and it goes on and on and on down to 20 levels. You can actually earn up to $10 million. And if you just do 10% of that, you can earn at least 1 million in about 5 to 6 months. So can one active person bring 2 active persons in 1 week? I think we can do that, right? I think we can do even better than that. But based on just that, 1 active person bringing 2 persons a week, you can earn up to 1 million in the compensation plan. And if you have 2,000 FSP, right, you can earn up to 600,000 once the FSP launches, right? So how much you earn is really based on you. Just as we said, if you have 1,000 FSP and FSP just goes to $300, you are now sitting on over $300,000, right? That is amazing. So is it worth it to risk 1,000 to make over $1 million? I believe so, right? But the choice is really up to you. But in my humble opinion, if you have not yet done your donation, do a donation ASAP. Make sure you get yourself some FSP so that you are able to bank on this new opportunity coming up from the bull run, right? So take action now, guys. Take action now, right? This Zoom